Washington Redskins have fired head coach Jay Gruden after 5+ seasons with the team. In those 5+ seasons, Jay Gruden went 35-49-1 with only one single playoff appearance. So, with my 2 cents with this firing, okay, it's a great move. It was bound to happen. Here's why I think Washington messed up going into this season. So, for one, let's go all the way back to the NFL draft. You take Dwayne Haskins in the first round. What pick was that? I think it was. I'm about to find out. I'm gonna need to know what pick that is. So Dwayne Haskins was drafted out of Ohio State. I do know that, and it was in the first round. And Haskins now for go. Okay, he was 15th overall by the Washington Redskins. So you draft Dwayne Haskins, you get your quarterback after the Alex Smith injury. 15th overall pick in the draft. You draft Dwayne Haskins. Stellar pick. Giants passed up on him. Whatever. Everybody thought it was a stellar pick. Let's fast forward to training camp. So you get to training camp, and you're not giving Dwayne Haskins your first round selection in the draft. Your quarterback for the future. You're not giving him enough reps to be the starting quarterback for your team moving on to this for the season. That's where you messed up, okay? And I get, Jay Gruden decided to go with the veteran in Case Keenum. Well, look where that's got him. He's 0-5. Yes, I know Case Keenum has not started every single game, but he's a big factor as to why that team took a dip early. So you start Case Keenum. You decide to bench Case Keenum. Case Keenum gets hurt. Dwayne Haskins comes in and does a terrible job. Why? Because you didn't give him enough reps that you needed to in training camp and in the offseason. That's exactly why. Like, I don't understand how you take a quarterback 15th overall in the draft and then you're sitting here at 0-5 and you're not even considering playing Dwayne Haskins because he's not ready. Why? I wonder why the hell he's not ready. It's because you didn't give him enough reps when you should have in the offseason. And that's exactly why this Redskins team is struggling. It's because, if I'm Jay Gruden, I would say, look, we got a quarterback in the first round. Yeah, we traded for Case Keenum, whatever. We didn't really give up that much for him. So we're gonna keep him as a backup, and we're gonna just turn it straight to the rookie. No time held up. We're just gonna go straight to Dwayne Haskins and see what we can do this season. Now, as of right now, you definitely should start Dwayne Haskins. I mean, Jay Gruden, you're coming off of a head coach being fired, okay? You're 0-5. You're not going to win probably over 5 games. Start Dwayne Haskins because this is the reason you start Dwayne Haskins. You get your head coach, whatever. Maybe I can see Washington turning their new head coach over to like a coordinator, and then obviously addressing the head coach situation after the season. I can definitely see that. Kind of what happened with like Freddie Kitchens, except for he actually was hired as the head coach, but he took over as the intermediate head coach once Hugh Jackson got fired. So with this Redskins team, if I'm the Washington Redskins in the front office, I am 110% starting Dwayne Haskins for the rest of the season, just so he can get warmed up for next season and he can kind of get a feel of what it's like to play consecutive weeks. Might as well. I mean, you're not going to win really much this season anyway, except win a ride home after you play Week 17. I mean, at the end of the day, I get Jay Gruden. I mean, I don't, but I do. Like, I can see why Jay Gruden turned it to Case Keenum as a starting quarterback for the Redskins this season. But he's hurt. You're not going to do much with Colt McCoy. Dwayne Haskins is not doing good. I mean, but he's not bad. I mean, he's obviously better. I would take him over Colt McCoy. So the only reason people are overlooking Dwayne Haskins is because he hasn't got enough reps to know what it's like to be on an NFL offense. I mean, they're just not giving him reps. They're holding him back, and that's causing this Redskins team to hurt even more. I just don't understand why they're not starting Dwayne Haskins now. You're 0-5. You have a quarterback out of Ohio State that was a Heisman finalist last season, and you're not starting him. I don't get it. And to everybody saying, well, Dwayne Haskins sucks. It's not really going to matter about their record. Yeah, he does. And you know what? That's going to change once they get a new head coach. He's going to start to improve. All it takes is a good head coach and, a decent quarterback to make a good system for an NFL franchise. That's all it takes. I know that. The Rams know that. The Seattle Seahawks know that. Cliff Kingsbury, Kyler Murray, they know that. Get a good quarterback and a really good head coach. It doesn't even have to be the quarterback. Just get a good head coach, a good offensive mind that can work with quarterbacks, and you can get Dwayne Haskins to succeed. So, yes, he is not, he's not the greatest, but there's a reason as to why he's not the greatest. He hasn't got enough reps. On top of that, if he can start getting these reps with whoever the Skins are going to end up hiring, it could turn this franchise around. But as of right now, 110%, if I'm the Washington Redskins front office, I'm saying, Dwayne Haskins, you're going to be my starting quarterback for the rest of this season. We're going to get you geared up for next season, and we're going to put you in a situation for you to see what it's like to be an NFL quarterback playing on consecutive weeks and not starting one week and then sitting, or vice versa. That's exactly what I'm doing. I think if the Skins do that, Dwayne Haskins will kind of know what it's like to be an NFL quarterback and a starting quarterback and be a starting leader for consecutive weeks. If they can do that, he's already going to know he's going to be ahead of the game next season. That's why a lot of the rookie quarterbacks you see now, look at Daniel Jones. He came in, backed up Eli. They pulled Eli, decided to give Daniel Jones a shot, and look what Daniel Jones has did. He's won 2 straight. Yes, he just lost to the Vikings, but that's the Minnesota Vikings. And they didn't play terrible against the Vikings team. So turn it to Dwayne Haskins. Jay Gruden, yes, it was a good firing, but I'm just confused as to what Washington's game plan was for this season about the quarterbacks. Because if I knew that, I could get a better understanding maybe of what it's, maybe kind of what their mindset was. But as of now, start Dwayne Haskins. You're not going to win over 4 or 5 games. You're not going to the playoffs. You might as well get him, an opportunity to be your leader and to have him get experience for next season. So, it's not like starting with a whole new quarterback. But that, I just, and another thing too is Dwayne Haskins backing up Colt McCoy and Case Keenum is not going to help him. So you might as well just put him in there and see what he can do with his talent rather than to have Case Keenum and Colt McCoy be a mentor towards him. There's no point. But at the end of the day, I'm not the one calling the shots in Washington, although if I were calling the shots, I would 100% start Dwayne Haskins for the rest of the season. Let him kind of get used to being an NFL quarterback. Come back next season with Dwayne Haskins and start to fucking do something. There's my 2 cents. And let me know what you guys think. Jay Gruden, 34, 49, and 1. It may be 35. It was either 35, 49, and 1 was his total record with the Skins, or it was 34, 49, and 1. But either way, not, the best, outing for Jay Gruden and the Skins team. They're currently sitting at 0-4, just fired their head coach. The quarterback situation is so jacked up, it's not even funny. But, I'm not calling the shots. I'm just going to get ready for this Monday night game with my team being 3-0. I'm not going to give 2 shits about what the position the Skins are in. I'm just going to go about it. Keep rooting on the Niners. And to every Niner fan attending Levi's Stadium tonight, please be loud. We need to get this stadium booming. Yes, Levi's Stadium sucks. I've heard it's terrible. But I'm still kind of upset about the Candlestick Park and how that kind of went down. I feel like we should have stayed in that stadium because we haven't really had that much luck in Levi's. Yeah, we're 3-0 this year, but Candlestick's environment meant more to, I think, the 49er fans than Levi's Stadium did. It's a history of, constant winning seasons. Super Bowls happened in that Candlestick. I mean, I just don't understand why. But if you're going to Levi's Stadium, let's try to get this thing packed like Candlestick used to be. I remember Candlestick Park, man. Watching those games, there used to be, I mean, it was a packed house every time, and you could hear the crowd on third downs. The quarterbacks couldn't do silent count, or quarterbacks had to do silent count because you couldn't hear. That's how we got to get Levi's going, and hopefully we can. And hopefully we can pull out a W tonight against the Cleveland Browns. But as of now, breaking NFL news, and this segment was over Jay Gruden being fired by the Washington Redskins after 5+ seasons of going 34, 49, and 1. Now Washington looks to fill that head coach role, and if anything, Washington, if you want advice from me, start Dwayne Haskins.